All right, well, welcome back, guys. This is the 2022 Toyota Tundra Limited with the TRD Off-Road package, and I'm very happy with it. I was really skeptical about the new Tundra with its leaving the V8 behind and all the new changes with the suspension and stuff, because the old Tundra was an excellent truck. It remained unchanged for a long time for a reason. It was amazing. Its reliability was second to none. Its V8 was incredible. It was powerful. It sounded good. And this week with the Toyota Tundra, I gotta say I'm really happy with it. If you've been skeptical at all about the new Tundra, you shouldn't be. They've done a fantastic job. The V6, the twin turbo, this is not the hybrid, but the twin turbo V6 that this has is incredible. It produces 379 horsepower, 489 pound-feet of torque. It's very powerful, and it sounds amazing. It sounds like a V8. I don't know how Toyota did it, but you've got the sound of a V8 and all these cool turbo sounds to go along with it. It's somewhat like the best of both worlds. And in any case, I've really enjoyed it. I would drive this daily. The suspension's incredible. It's comfortable, fits the family. It can tow a ton, like seriously, so much. And on the way home the other day, on my commute, I got 23 miles to the gallon, which was unheard of, unfathomable in the last Tundra. And so today I want to show you around. I think you're going to be pretty happy with it. Honestly, I would consider buying this truck. I think it just only needs maybe some slightly larger tires, maybe a leveling kit. And if they would have blacked out some of the trim pieces, which I'll show you in just a minute, this thing would be perfect. Okay, so as far as complaints go, I really only have some minor ones, and with this TRD Off-Road package, which was awesome, and I think you should get it because it comes with the Bilstein shocks and a bunch of other off-road goodies, which are so good. I wonder why they didn't paint this black, like a glossy black. I feel like they should have. I think it would have made the grill look amazing. The grill is huge, as you can tell in real life. It is as big as you thought it would be in the photographs, but with this gloss, or with this kind of satiny silver, I wish it was black, but the rest of the front end I think is turned out pretty well. Like, the lights are great. They put off a ton of light. They're well designed, and overall, as an update for the modern Tundra, it looks pretty good. So same thing for the side of the Tundra. The TRD Off-Road, it's just personal preference, but again, if they had just made these glossy black, glossy black, glossy black, just blacked it out to go along with the awesome TRD wheels that come with this package, it would look great. But again, these are minor complaints. One thing to keep in mind too, these are rock rails. They're not necessarily footsteps. And so if you're imagining these as footsteps, you're gonna be disappointed because you can't really get your foot in there, and that's not what they're made for anyway. So I personally would recommend, and I'll show you this when I get in the truck, but I would probably want some footsteps, especially if you're going to be putting larger tires on here. Even if these standard tires, it is a bit of a leap to get in. I'm 5'9", so, you know, average size guy, and I would want some footsteps if this is going to be my daily driver. All right, to show you what it's like getting in the Tundra, again, I'm 5'9", so the doors feel good, and they've got a nice weight to them. And then coming in, you don't have a grab handle up top, but you do have one here. And so you kind of just have to like really step in. It's not the easiest ingress or getting in, I guess, that there has been in other trucks that I've spent time with, but it's not horrible. Again, I would recommend just getting some steps to make that ingress a little bit easier. Okay, so looking at the rear of the Tundra, it's pretty cool. Like, they've done a nice design. There's nothing crazy about the tailgate. It's just a tailgate. It doesn't like fold apart or anything like that, but it says Tundra, and again, if this was blacked out, it'd be awesome. But especially from like a side profile, this kind of like lip that comes out looks pretty cool. Like, I like all the lines in here that they've done, and you have this like bed step right here that you can fold down and step on. And overall, I think that the Tundra has a really nice new design. I think it looks more athletic than the old Tundra, and it's certainly a joy to drive around. Okay, just forgot to show you just a couple things. So here's the bed step. It just comes down like that. Finn thinks it's awesome. And then, watch out, Finn, step down for a second.
Can I get in?
So this folds down. Sure, show us how the step works. So even Finn can climb into the bed. Pretty cool. Do you want to get up there, Mary?
Whoa! I see a little bug up here.
Wow. So a couple cool things is right over here, you have, I'll open this up. Nice little plug. Pretty cool. You can also tell you've got lights all the way around. One interesting thing though about the bed is that it's plastic. We'll see how it holds up over time. Interesting choice though from Toyota.
Hey guys, I'm going to show you my favorite parts of the car. I really like how this goes down, and I really like how the window goes down, and I really like these cup holders. They open up, and I really like the seats of the car, and I really like how much legroom I have, and I really like the color of the car. Thanks for watching my favorite parts. Bye.
All right, so starting off in the 2022 Toyota Tundra Limited with the TRD Pro, not TRD Pro, TRD Off-Road package. And I gotta say, my week with this, it's pretty awesome. This will silence the skeptics, including myself. I've really enjoyed it. I think that it's a great daily driver. I think it's just a great truck, period. And I mean, clearly, like, Toyota takes their time in rolling out their new products. As seen with most of their products, they take a long time to roll them out. And the new Tundra is worth the wait. This twin turbo V6 is great for daily driving. It makes a lot of power, and this isn't even the hybrid version, and that's coming, and I expect that to be even better. But this has tons of power, and it's tons of fun, and it gets pretty great gas mileage. Around town and going on the freeway, we've averaged about 18 or 19, which is pretty good. And then on my commutes home, it's about a 25-mile commute. And at least according to the computer, on the days that I've taken this into work, it's been saying about 21. Even one day I got 23.1 miles to the gallon, which is pretty incredible for being this big turbocharged V6 with, a truck. And I don't know, I'm just pretty impressed with it. These seats, the ergonomics are just phenomenal. The armrests are perfectly placed. Even the window higher armrest up here is perfect for resting your arm on. The heated and ventilated seats work great. This screen is obviously, the centerpiece of the interior. It's absolutely massive, but it's crystal clear and it's easy to use. And I just have really no complaints about it. The back seat's very spacious. The kids are happy back there, and there's tons of storage. The center cubby is amazing. Given that this is $60,000, I think that it's $60,000 well spent. And I know the hybrid, everybody's excited for the hybrid version because it gets even more power and it's maybe even a little bit more efficient, but I think you're going to be pretty happy with this. And it hasn't made me miss the V8 at all, which this is coming from a huge V8 fan. And they've made it sound, a lot like the V8. But anyway, I don't really have any major negatives. I just think it's a wonderful truck. I think Toyota's just really knocked it out of the park. I think that there's a couple small exterior styling things that I would probably tweak if I were to buy one. I think I would black out those silvery trim piece or the chrome trim pieces. I'd probably put some larger, more aggressive tires on, and maybe, a leveling kit, just aesthetic stuff. But yeah, it's incredible. Very minor complaints are sometimes when it's cold, it's a little like jerky getting into the throttle, and it's like with the transmission and them kind of like speaking to each other. But most of the time, the transmission and the engine are really well made. It's seamless, it shifts smoothly. It's a lot of fun to drive. Two other minor complaints is the wireless phone charger does not charge my phone most of the time. It has to be like positioned in like the perfectly right place for it to actually charge. So that's just a minor thing. And then lastly is like the center console. It's huge and it's big, but it does feel like fairly plasticky. And I do wonder in time how much it's gonna rattle, because it's not rattling now, but it just kind of has that feel like you can expect it to maybe rattle in the future. But other than that, I mean, would I like a heads-up display? Sure, heads-up display is always nice, but for what you're paying, and you know, assuming that Toyota's reputation is still strong with reliability with all these new engines and everything they're rolling out, then I think, yeah, it's a little bit more than an F-150 or some of the other competition, but I think you're going to be thrilled with it. So anyway, let us know in the comments if you've bought one of the new Tundras and why you chose the Tundra over, you know, the competition. And for those of you shopping around, and especially if you're skeptical, I think you should give it a shot. I think you're going to be pretty darn happy with this thing. So thanks everybody for watching, and please, if you don't mind, just liking and subscribing to the channel and even sharing this video with people who might be interested in the Tundra. That'd be amazing. Thanks everybody. Have a great day. We'll see ya.